Good morning, all of you. Welcome to the commerce class. So, today officially you are starting the commerce journey. So, welcome all of you, and I congratulate all of you for selecting or opting this subject as your specialized area. Actually, after 10th, what you are studying commerce or humanities or science, it is specialized subjects. So, you can be specialist in those areas after some years. So, in 11th and 12th, you will be getting basic education to become specialist in those areas. So here also you have so many scopes in studying different subjects. So business studies is there. So in this year, first year only, we call it as business studies. Afterwards, when you go to colleges and all, it is management actually. Okay, so what you are studying in 11th standard, it's only a basic things about the business. Since it is a very new subjects for you, and here and there you must have seen some topics in your lower classes, but even though it is a new subjects, so it is very clearly it is written what business studies, so only about the business they have given. From 12th onwards you will be studying business management. So actually what you do in BBA and MBA, that basic things we will start in 12th. Okay, so this year business studies means general aspects of business, or the overall business types and forms of business organization, how to form different forms of business organization, or how to form a company, and large scale business, small scale business, then international business, export import and all. So these are different areas related to the business world we will be studying this year to get a general awareness of business. Okay, so that's why the subject name is business studies. Okay, so the first chapter itself says uh, about the meaning of business, characteristics of business, then the classification. Classification of business and economic activities, non-economic activities, those things are divided. Then again it is business, employment, profession. So all these things we are studying in this chapter. Okay, then classification of business activities also there. So we will discuss one by one. So for today's class, as an introduction class, we will discuss just the introduction and the characteristics of business. Okay, so business means, no need to tell you what you mean by business, because actually these commerce subjects, both accountancy, business studies or economics, these three are the main subjects. So this is practical oriented subject. We can connect all these three subjects to our real life situations. Okay, so wherever you go, you can see this practically with your eyes and you can experience it. So it is not an myth or theory what we are studying and not applicable at all. These are all practical subjects and you can apply in your life too. Understood? And there are so many career opportunities, job opportunities available in this commerce stream also. Unfortunately, many of the parents or the society don't know about that, and they are thinking only the science stream can get jobs or good jobs and all. So but that is a very much misunderstanding, and you can be happy and motivate yourself, be self motivated, and prepare your mind to study these subjects, and so that you will be getting a nice future in the coming days. Okay, so I congratulate once again all of you for selecting this commerce stream, and you study well, and you, of course, God will help you to attain or achieve some goals in your life that you will understand when you go through these subjects afterwards. Understood? So first you may feel a little difficulties because since it is a new subject for you, it has no relation with the subjects whatever you studied in the previous classes. So little bit difficulties you may face in the beginning stages, but that and all we can solve, no problem. uh, we will continue with a good hope. Okay, so today's portion I'm starting with the introduction. So business means, we can see small business types, large business, retail shops, wholesale shops. So there are some difference also there. So those sellers are there without any shops also, in cart, and all cycle rickshaws also they sell. Here you can see, pav and all they sell it in cycles and all. So different types of people are living with the business to earn money. So why they are doing that? To earn money for their livelihood. Okay, so I'm a teacher, I am working in a school, I got a job with my qualification, or with the required qualification is necessary to get a job in a school or somewhere else. So that is called what? Employment. But business people, what they are doing is they invest money from their pocket and they purchase some goods or they produce some goods and they are supplying it to the society or the consumers. Okay, so we can understand the importance of business because when during the lockdown period we faced so much difficulties in the absence of business, or when all shops are closed, all shops were closed that time, we all were facing difficulties in getting products. Understood? So we were searching where we get these items, grocery items, milk packets. So even I also went in so many places to check about whether the products are available. So that type of situation happens if business people are not there around us. Understood? So actually these are they are the people who help us to live happily. So whatever you want immediately, if you have money, you can go to shops and ask them, they will provide you. So they are taking some risk and they are keeping everything ready in their custody, and they are storing it properly in the warehouse, and whenever you want it, they are taking it. So so many things we have to study in these subjects, how it is possible, how it is accessible so easily for us or for the consumers, how they are producing, even the labeling, branding, all those things also there. So that and all you will study in higher classes. Okay, so today we will discuss only the introduction part, the concept of business. Okay, so business means what? Being busy. So this is just a picture about business and all. In business, you can see innovation, motivation, development, strategy, success, marketing, mission, trust, idea, etc. Okay. So concept of business. The term business is derived from the word what? Busy. So busy, being busy. Always businessman will be busy always. Okay. So this business means being busy in a specific sense. So in a specific sense, if particularly if we say what do you mean by business, means to an occupation in which people regularly engage in activities related to purchase, production and sale of goods and services with a view to earning profit. Okay, so in specific sense, particularly if you take what do you mean by business, means people regularly engage in activities related to. So people are engaged in what? Regularly they are engaged in what? Purchase. Either they purchase or they produce and sale of goods. Then either they purchase and sell or they produce and sell the goods and services with a view to earning profit. Okay, so you take a textile shop. So textile shop means the textile shop owner, what he does, he purchase clothes from someone and he store it properly, then he sell it to the customers and he will earn profit. So he this activity he'll be doing continuously. So any shop you can take, vegetable shop you take, you can, big these malls and all, here big bazaar is there. So large scale or small scale, no difference in that, they all are doing the same activities. Understood? But the scale of operation, the investment, the style, the type of product available in the shops, that will be different from small to large scale. Understood? So what is available in those big bazaar may not be available in where in the shops nearby our localities, in the small shops and all. So you can see so many business organizations. Okay, and understand goods and services. So services also there in business, not only goods. Goods means whatever we are using in our daily life, physical products, that is called goods. But we are getting other type of services also. The mobile phones we are using, the sim we are inserting it and using it. So from where it is communication area. Understood? So transportation we are getting, we are traveling in by train, air or car or bus. So this is what transportation. Okay, and the goods are stored in some places and safely, that is warehousing service. So to cover the risk, there is insurance. So insurance is a service. Okay, then banking, you can deposit your money. If you want loan, you can take loan from bank, you can deposit so that your money will be safe also. The so that service is provided by banks. So banks provide so many services. Like this service providers also doing what? Business only. Understood? So business category we can include either goods or services, either purchase and sell or produce and sell. Understood? So but service we will study later. Service little bit different from physical products. If you want service, you yourself has to go there and get the service. Service is an experience for us. When you travel by train, you experience the journey. Okay, for you, if somebody travel, you cannot experience that and talk about or tell about the experience. Understood? So that is the difference in service. But goods means if you want a goods, you can tell others also get, for me you get that product. Okay, so there is no difference in it. After getting it, you can use it. So but service, you yourself has to experience it. That only the difference. That also we will study later. Okay, now these business activities are mainly classified into not business activities, human activities. So mainly human activities means human beings are doing so many activities. That activities we can classify into two main headings: economic and non-economic activities. Okay, so economic activities are, okay, so here one correction is there. This arrow mark you remove, it should be here. Okay. Mm. So economic and non-economic activities. These non-economic activities means what? It is provided, or that activities are done out of what? Love, sympathy, sentiments and all. So there no intention to earn money. But economic activities are those activities which are performed for earning some money. Okay, that is why this business, employment, profession. So these three classifications are there under what? Economic activities. Okay, economic activities are classified into three: business, employment and profession. Okay, so first we will study about what? Business or economic activities. So economic activities are those by which we can earn our livelihood. So money we need. Okay, so I am working, your father, your parents or your neighbors, everyone is working somewhere to earn money. So without working, nobody is there. Only kids like you people are not working, but grown up people work for the livelihood. If no money, how you live? It is not possible. Okay, so economic activities are divided into three. Already I told: business, employment and profession. Okay, so worker working in a factory, teacher teaching in a school, manager working in his office. So many examples you can take. So whoever works in somewhere to earn money, that is called what? Economic activities. So in that way, business also an economic activity. Now what is non-economic activities? So non-economic activities are performed out of sympathy, love, sentiments, patriotism, etc. So this is not for earning any money. This just for showing our care and all, we are doing this. Okay, so the main intention is to help others and not to earn revenue. So here we are doing these non-economic activities mainly for helping the other people, not for earning any amount. Okay, so housewife cooking for her children. So housewife, she is cooking for her children. Then teacher teaching on children at home. So these and all what? It is a non-economic activity. So other examples also we can say: if a chef is working in a hotel, that is economic activity. The same chef is cooking at his own home for his family, that is non-economic activity. Okay, so doctor consulting in a clinic, that is economic activity. He charge fees from us. But if that same doctor consulting or doing some treatment for her children at home, that is non-economic activity. Same way teacher teaching in school, economic activity. But teacher teaching on children at home, that is non-economic activity. Understood? No? So these are two classifications: economic and non-economic activities. Okay, now we'll come to business and characteristics. So business, I already told you what you mean by business. Now what are the characteristics we can see in the business? Okay, so first is business is an economic activity. That is clear now. Okay, it is undertaken with the object of earning money or livelihood. So why it is economic activity? The main aim or objective behind doing a business is to earn money. So they never give you anything free of cost. Okay, so if you go to a shop asking something, of course you have to pay money. That is why it is economic activity. Then the activity can be small scale or large scale. So many business you can see that activity, maybe some are doing large scale, some are doing small scale. Now next point is, in business you can see production and procurement of goods and services. Okay, production and procurement of goods and services. So business has to either manufacture the goods it deals with, or it is purchased from the producers and to be further sold to the consumers or users. So either there will be production. Okay, so example, last year we visited the Nestle factory in Bicholim. We went with the commerce students, both 11th and 12th. So there in factory, if you go, you can see Nestle factory means they are producing Maggi products, atta, Maggi, maida, Maggi. So many different varieties are there. That each production process we could see. So their activities we could see, and tomato ketchup, how they are producing, how they are packing it, how they are labeling it, all the process we visited inside the factory. And so there what they are doing, they are producing the product and selling to the consumers. Okay, and they will carry it in trucks and all, they will supply to different parts of our country, and through the small shops we will be getting it. So when I go to Mercy's shops, the atta noodles or the tomato ketchup is available there. How? It is not produced by that shop owner, it is supplied by the company to them. Understood? So somebody produced that product, that is why that products are available in the shops. Okay, or what they can do, they can purchase and sell. If it is not produced in our place, we can purchase and sell also. So both are considered as business. Okay, ultimately the aim is what? Provide that products to the consumers, thereby earning some money. That is the main purpose. Okay, now third point is sale or exchange of goods. Yes, so if an owner purchasing items and keeping in his custody, if he is not selling it to the consumers, then it is not a business. He may be using it for himself. Understood? So that cannot be considered as a business. So business, if in order to consider something as a business, there should be sale also. So sale or exchange of goods. if goods are produced for if goods are produced for personal consumption, it cannot be called as business. So if we purchase for our own purpose, then it is not a business. Okay, we also purchase so many things for our household activities and all, but we never sell it to others, then that is not business. So there should be sale or exchange of goods or services between the buyer and seller. So okay, so we can see there is seller and the buyer. When the seller sell the goods to the buyer, actually the ownership is transferred from the seller to the buyer. Understood? So the ownership is transferring or the moving from the seller to the buyer, and the money which is going from buyer to the seller. So this is happening, this should happen actually in business. Okay, now fourth point is dealing in goods and services on a regular basis. Yeah, somebody if purchase goods on a particular day, he sold it and he left it. Okay, next day he is not there, then it cannot be considered as business. So in order to consider something as business, regularity is needed. Okay, so business should deal with goods and services on regular basis. So we have to deal on regular basis. Continuity should be there. One single transaction of purchase or sale does not constitute the business. If one fine day one person is purchasing something and selling it, then it is not considered as business. It should be done on a regular basis. Okay, now fifth one is profit earning. So one of the main purpose of business is to earn income by way of profit. So we already studied, this is we are doing for earning some money, that is called what? Profit. No business can survive for long without earning profit. If profit is not there, then in near future business will close down. Understood? So nobody can continue their business without earning profit. Profit के बिना business continue करना it is very difficult. Then profit is the reward for risk taking. So when you do business, you will be getting profit. Actually you are taking so much risk. What is the guarantee that the consumer will come and purchase these products? So there is a risk in that, understood? Especially for these perishable goods and all, so much risk is there. So example for vegetables, meat and all, if no consumers are there, all those goods will be damaged within 2 days. So the seller will incur loss also. So he's actually taking so much risk. So for taking that risk, he is getting what profit also. Then uncertainty of return. So next characteristics is uncertainty. Uncertainty is called what? Risk, that I told you. So it is lack of knowledge relating to the amount of money that business is going to earn in given period. What is uncertain? I told you, no. So the seller, he is just bringing the goods and keeping in his shop, but when customers comes and take it away, then only he will be happy. Otherwise he is he, he will be confused, and he will be confused about what relating to the amount of money, how much money he can earn from that transaction. He will be very much confused. So that risk is there in every business. So there can be risk in the form of change in the fashion. So if fashion change suddenly, then the old fashion whatever is available now in the shop, then it will not be sold immediately. So that is a problem. For that they have to adopt some technique, rebate sale, discount sale, that and all they can use. Okay. Then consumers taste and preference. Yes, taste and preference change. Model, when the products model change, people also change their attitude. Then strike, lockout. Okay, strike, employees are doing strike in the factory, lockout, increase the competition in the market, etc. Even the COVID-19 also affected all the business organizations. So these are the risks they are facing. Okay. There is no business without risk. So without risk, no business. If you are ready to take risk, then only do business. Okay. So uncertainty of return. So return means what you will get back from business. That is called what? Return. Suppose I invest 10,000 rupees today and I brought some items in my business. So what I will think, I have to get at least some 15,000 or 12,000. Understood? From that 10,000. So like that every day I'll be doing and I will get the profit also. Actually the profit is the reward for risk taking. Okay. So these are the characteristics of business. 6 points are there. Okay, just to go through that, you read the textbook very carefully. That is very important. Okay, so just understand it. If any doubt, if any more doubts you are getting, you can just message me. Okay, thank you so much. Bye, take care.